Hey guys, Philosopher here, and today I've got Avengers Tower Day 3. So I'm currently on floor 56. I've decided that my goal is to try to get to the highest floor I can without losing. I think that's going to be more fun. I know some people have suggested to me that you can actually do better on the leaderboard by just dropping down to floor 50 and using some of your lesser teams to grind these out. And I don't think that's as much fun. So that's not what I'm going to do. I don't know if that's better or not. I'm sure somebody's going to do math on that. But what I want to do is I want to try to get all the way up to the boss, right? I mean, that's fun. It's more fun than just sitting around and grinding. I think that's not fun. And I play these games to have fun. So I'm going to try to win. Now, last time, I will just say, at the end of the day of day 2, I was in like 6th. I think one of the guys was an obvious cheater at the top of the board, so it's 5th, really. So I mean, I did fairly well. Not, you just need to be in the top 100 to get max rewards. So I think let's just see how we do. If I fall behind, I fall behind. And I think it's more fun to try to solve this like a puzzle, and that's what we're going to do here. So what I have linked below is my I got the spreadsheet that Squint from my Discord community created. Thank you, Squint. And we can plan out our counters here. So here's what I plan on doing. I'm going to try Axemen here. I've been told by folks in my chat that if you are losing, you can force quit and you won't drop down, but you will lose your team. So that's great advice. That's great advice. Because Axemen, you kind of need the full team for them to work. Like, you could try to Bishop, Jubilee, and Beast by themselves, but pretty much they're kind of like a team. And they should be a hard counter to this. This is why I tell you guys in War, don't place this stuff on defense. Like, this is Kestrel plus Fury plus Secret Avengers. And Fury's going to summon, and Maria Hill's going to summon, and the Axemen should eat that for lunch. I think I'm going to mirror match here. The Weapon X. And then we get to some real questions here about what I'm going to do. I really need to just complete, if I want to get to the top, I got to complete at least 4 teams per day. So I think for this Eternals team, really, I would think Eternals plus Emma should get this done. Right? Because plus you could just throw in another cleanse or something, because won't that just eat my Eternals go first and just destroy their Eternals? So that is sort of my gut there, is that maybe we'll throw in some other stuff. Well, let's think about what else we need here. So then we've got Doom. Well, this one is an obvious, you need to use Kestrel here, okay, because it nerfs Doom and Phoenix. Like, what you do is you kill Phoenix quickly, and then you still kill the Doom bots. So this is probably going to be, maybe this could be Secret Avengers Kestrel. I don't know. Here, I probably could just mirror match the Infinity Watch. It's a fight we've done many times. And that gets me through 4. And then the question is, can I use Dormammu? So what I have to use here, so what I probably need to use is something that removes, one thing good point raised by Beta in my chat, Beta Ray in my chat is, Red Guardian's got the taunt issue, so we add Zemo. So this will be a Kestrel, Zemo, plus Secret Avengers. Problem solved. So Zemo should strip the taunt. I have him as a skirmisher for additional focus. And then he could ability block Doom. That should get it done. And then the question is, do I have anything that can beat this team, floor 61? The answer is yeah. Probably. So it's going to involve Dormammu, Surfer. You just basically have to figure out what the best characters I have left, right? We definitely, I don't know. We got to figure out what else. I think we could just sort of figure out what else we got at that point. Here, but let's just maybe look at my roster. Here, let's look. So, if we're looking at the top of the roster, we're already using Secret Avengers, Kestrel. Weapon X we've already used. Oh, we have the new Warriors. Oh, that'll get it done. Dormammu, Surfer plus new Warriors. And then the question is there anything that could get... Well, that gets me up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 floors. I only need to get up 4 today. So that's probably going to be my stopping point here. Although this is not a good one for these new Warrior. Well, you do have a cleanse from Emma. Or from Emma, excuse me, from Invisible Woman. So that doesn't make new Warriors as perfect. But, I mean, that may be what we need to do. I think this is the right approach. So we're going to try Axemen here. If we have to, we'll use something else. Let's try Axemen. We're going to give this a try. All right. So one thing I just want to say is these numbers are deceptively low. What they're doing here is the devs are, taking advantage of the fact that a lot of players just look at this number, and it's very deceptive here. All these are gear tier 16 characters that are huge, and what they've done is they've selectively not leveled some of their abilities so that they're low. A huge portion of these numbers here are from the ability levels, okay? And so, even though when I'm going to bring up my Axemen team in a second, my Axemen team looks like it's bigger. This is actually a massive punch up because I don't have a single gear tier 16 character, and much of my value here comes from a bunch of this number comes from these abilities with T4s or whatever. So the reason that this should work is because Fury's going to summon on turn 1, and his summons, they're going to get 25% turn meter when they kill the summons because of Jubilee's passive, and then Maria Hill's going to summon turn 2. Let's try it. We'll force quit if we have to, but it's for science. We're giving this a try. Let's see. Okay, that's huge. So Bishop was not deleted. 7 red star. Bishop got it done. All right. This should enable me to kill the massive amount of most minions. No, I didn't kill a single minion. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Oh, no. They're going. Oh, no, don't kill him. Oh! Oh, dang it. Oh, brutal. Brutal. We're still going to try it here because there's still a chance, but it's pretty unlikely at this point. We're going to stun Maria Hill. Okay. All in on Kestrel. Okay. Stun on Captain Sam. Can we do it? Yes! Yes. Okay, so far so good. Even without Bishop. Stun him again. Oof. Let's try to stun him again. There we go. We got it done. Even without Bishop, we should be able to chip away at Captain Sam. We got it done. We did it. We did it. We did it. It's like a free win right there. This is why I tell you on my war defense list, do not put your Secret Avengers plus Kestrel on defense. Okay, it's an easy punch. This is a big punch up. There, we got it done. All right, now we're not taking any risks here. We are doing Weapon X mirror match. This is basically, it's actually a slight punch up in terms of power. You see, they have all gear tier 16 and I have 3. So let's give this a try. We should have no problem here. Unless we get really unlucky. Okay. Let's... There we go. Yeah, we went first, so that was pretty much the end of that. All right. Okay. 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 There we go. You may wonder why I focused on him there, because Silver Samurai can get rid of debuffs, whereas Sabretooth cannot. Chop, 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 chop. Yeah, this is easy. Probably an overkill. We got it done. People might wonder, will Infinity Watch do the job here? Probably. I don't know, but there are anti-Infinity Watch things in the kit for Weapon X. Like they take away your assist and so forth. All right. This one is challenging. So I think this one, so if we looked at my chart, what I was planning to do here, and actually we can just... It was Icarus, Cersei. And then I think you want Emma for sure. Well, you don't need Emma, but I think she's good. So then the question is, what else do I really need? So if we look at this team, this is Icarus, Cersei, Deathpool, Cloak and Dagger. So I like Emma because she not only gives me the speed advantage, but she also is a cleanse. So the question is, what do I put in these last two spots? And I'm kind of thinking maybe I throw in another cleanse just in case this turns into a long fight, like I throw in Invisible Woman, like the Invisible Woman and Ghost or something. Does anyone disagree with that? I'm thinking this, puzzling this through with my own chat now. So like something like this. What do we think about that? Very interesting, right? Yeah, some people are suggesting in my chat, well, why don't you bring Loki and Hela up? Well, this is where Scopely gets you. There's going to be people who are going to want to upgrade their characters. But for me, Loki is really low. Do I really want to bring up a G11 character just so I can do a little bit better? I guess what we could do is we could just throw Loki in here at G11. And then do we really want what is Hela going to provide to us here as I'm puzzling this through? So we just maybe bring Loki in just for that. Invisible Woman brings some survivability and turns in case it turns into a longer fight. And that's sort of the idea. Or do I need a little bit of oomph? Do I want to have Black Bolt or something? I think my gut is yeah, I think this is fine. I got 2 cleanses just in case this turns into a long battle. I'm not giving up much by throwing in Invisible Woman. Because she's not that important. But she gives me another cleanse. Okay. So now... Okay. So now we'll put what? Defense down on Icarus. No, that was a mistake. Doesn't matter. Uh-oh. Huh. Let's try to stun Icarus. All right. Well, we win. It doesn't really matter. All right. This is good enough. Yeah, Loki's dead. Doesn't matter. Let's steal her buffs. Okay. This is where Invisible Woman is mildly helpful. I mean, I would have won anyway, but it just makes it a little bit easier. All right. It's funny. She's got like a phantom immunity on there. All right. We got it done. Got it done. All right. So this one we're going to do Secret Avengers, Kestrel, plus Doom. So it's going to be this team, but we're going to put Doom. Oh, Doom. Zemo. I don't know why I said Doom. All right, so we put Zemo here. So the idea is that hopefully Gear Tier 15 Zemo should be enough. Yeah, I've got him as a skirmisher. I just want to make sure he's level 85. Yep. That should be enough to... He should have enough focus to remove the taunt. Yeah, this is definitely a really fun game mode. And it's the best game mode they've had in a while. They just need to make it, they take other stuff away so we don't have to do so much grindy crap chores in this game. So the reason this team should do well, and I apologize, I'm not feeling well. I've just been talking for hours. It's the 3rd video in a row I've recorded after a long day. So Kestrel should... I'll attack Phoenix early, so Kestrel should nerf Phoenix, and then for at least a period of time, she should prevent the Doombots from going. Zemo removes the taunt from Red Guardian. So I think this should work. Let's try it out. Oh, did not work. Oh, that's a problem. Oh. Wow. Brutal. But at least... All right. Well, at least... All right. We think we should still be okay. Because... So, Kestrel's charge is not removed till she takes a turn. And so, since she didn't take a turn yet, I was able to kill Phoenix early enough so that... I'm just going to kill Shuri while I got the chance there. All right. You may wonder why I did this. Well, Doom already ulted, and I didn't want to get stuck behind Captain Sam. Okay. There we go. There we go. We got this ability blocked down. I mean, it doesn't matter. This was easy win. Okay. All right. And we're up. Now we're on floor 60. Okay. So now we got Infinity Watch, and I think I'm going to have to mirror match this. I mean, this is not ideal, but I think that's what we're going to have to do. It seems like a big punch down, but it's really a punch across. And it's actually not a punch across. It's a slight punch up. Well, or close, because they probably have de-leveled their abilities, but they have 2 more G16 characters. So I haven't put Gamora and Nebula to G16. Maybe this is supposed to inspire me to do so. I don't know. But I feel like we've done this mirror match enough that you can punch up pretty big on the mirror. So let's just do that. All right. Oh, I screwed up. I usually do the special first. It's been a while since I've done this. Yeah, I'm supposed to do the special first. It's been a while since I've done this mirror match. We used to do it so many times in Arena. What a pain. Well, let's get rid of their evades. All right, well, resisted anyway. I got obviously gonna have a lot better red stars than the four red stars that are on the team. So that's the advantage here. And I wasn't supposed to use that either. I was supposed to save the ability block. Wow, it's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've done this matchup. It's been months, I think. It's crazy to say that, but okay. We better get my head screwed on straight here. Fortunately, it doesn't really matter if... It doesn't matter if my Nebula is slowed. The AI usually misplays this, so we're okay. But definitely, you're not watching a perfect execution of the mirror match by me. That's for sure. Oh, that's actually a decent stun from them there. I'll stun their Moondragon. Perfect. That was lucky. You wanted. I would say that's what I was hoping for. All right. Okay, we got rid of their file level, so that should basically make this game over. The question is, do you go to Moondragon or Nebula next? And I figured those low enough. All right, so this is easy. And then you go for Nebula next. Okay. All right. Easy peasy. Now the question is just going to be, how much higher than this can I go today? Or is this going to be a shorter video? I do think these videos, I mean, I hope you've enjoyed seeing this journey. And please let me know in the comments below if you're like, hey, Philosopher, I don't really like watching you in Avengers. I will say the first day's video is one of my most watched videos. I think people are interested in this. I think it's really interesting, the choices, strategic choices we're making and so forth. So I'm going to auto this. I think these last days are going to be more, as I'm climbing up, are going to be more challenging and more interesting to me because it's more about defeating high-end teams. It may hurt me in the leaderboards. There may be some people who are, grinding out level 51 or something. I don't find that as fun. I think this is more fun. All right, so this is where we get a challenge. So let's look at what's coming here. And by the way, you can go in-game. So I have the graphic listed below and the spreadsheet that I'm using. I got listed below. Those are made by members of my community, Squint, and then Yavalanche helped with the graphic. So I've really, this 63 is going to be very easy for symbiotes to beat. This is something that you might be able to punch up on this team. There's a lot of teams that have been designed to counter Black Order. So really, question is, can I get past 61, 62 today? Now, I've already, today, if we look at my list, I've already won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 today. So the question is, can I get past, do I have enough juice to get past 2 teams, to make 2 teams? Probably not. I think with Dormammu, I should be able to win at least once, okay? Because Dormammu, Surfer, New Warriors, they all res twice. So I just don't think that this team got enough oomph to beat my team twice, okay? Which is basically what Dormammu does. Surfer would res twice, New Warriors would res twice. But let's look at what else I got in the tank other than those characters. So let's see. So we've got, there's the New Warriors. So we do have, that's interesting, we do have X-Factor. They are kind of interesting, but I don't think that I think it's an interesting thought, right? Like, could I just get them on a roll? In other words, could I bring in, what if I brought in X-Factor plus Dormammu? And then brought in Surfer, the New Warriors, and something else for floor 82. I mean, that's the interesting thing. Could Dormammu plus X-Factor get this done? There's only one class, that's Invisible Woman, who you could try to take out early. But boy, you're going to have Omega Red is going to really hurt you. On the other hand, I mean, Omega Red is only going to be able to hurt you once. So let's look here. That's interesting. Now, obviously, obviously I can try it and then force close, as some of my folks in my chat have pointed out. But the thing is, if I do that, I lose Dormammu. Okay, so he's 120 speed, Omega Red. How fast is Dormammu? I don't think he's very fast. 118. So, because he, on turn 1, he applies stun and trauma. So he's gonna knock somebody out at 118. Like, he's basically, I also have Doom. That's an interesting point. I wonder, that's another interesting one. So so we got Doom. I do have, one thing that works really well with the, as we saw in the last run, that works really well with the X-Factor is like Yo-Yo, right? But to speed them up and just get them rolling. But these are gear tier 17 characters that I'm up against here. This is gear tier 17. Because if you look at the Blitz, you could see, if you look at the Avengers Tower, I mean, they're gear tier 17. So they're going to be really beefy. And as I've said before, you're going to see here, Silver Surfer is going to scale really, 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 really well with gear. Like, really well. I think that people are saying in my chat are asking, what about X-Factor and Doom? I actually think Dormammu is going to be way better than Doom. Because X-Factor's problem is we can't check anything about these characters. We just see them here. You can't until you've actually entered the the game mode, I don't think. But the point is that I'm making is Dormammu provides the X-Factor with a lot of survivability. Because if they die, then they're just going to come right back. So your long shot's coming back. But Doom, if you get unlucky and he just gets ability blocked here, it's all over. Game over. Yeah, so the question is, what else do I got? So let's look here again. So Doom is available and X-Factor available. Doc Ock is another option. I'm just typing out into my spreadsheet with like other characters that are interesting. What else is interesting that we have available? Black Bolt, I suppose. Red Guardian. Red Guardian would certainly ensure that they don't get the ability blocked by Doom or something. And that's about it. That's about the most interesting. And then Phoenix. Not so interesting anymore, right? It's good at cleansing, I suppose. All right. So let's Shang-Chi. Yep. So the issue is, let's look at the speed. I mean, one thing I think the gear tier doesn't affect here is the speed. So what you want when you're looking at a team like this is see, okay, what's the fastest character? So if we look here at Silver Surfer, he's 126 speed. Probably going to be the fastest. Adam Warlock, 120. So there's a coin flip there between him and, let's say, right. All right. So Adam Warlock is 120. Something like Longshot's probably like 117 or something, 113. So the problem is you got to have something. If you're going to use X-Factor, you got to speed them up. Like, you got to speed them up. The way this team would work is just they never run out of turns. Like, you would have to just crit every turn and just outspeed the opposing team. I mean, some people are suggesting I could enter and check the stats. Enter with, level 1, with junk characters and check the stats. I could do that. But I'm just trying to see. The opposing team has a Doc Ock on it? So he's 124. Actually, Doc Ock is the fastest character. But so Doc Ock is the fastest character on the enemy team. Omega Red is 124, 120, 120. I could do Yo-Yo Black Bolt. I could do Yo-Yo Shang-Chi and Yo-Yo Shang-Chi and the Yo-Yo Shang-Chi and the X-Factor. But then what about Dormammu? I could do Yo-Yo Shang-Chi, the Dad Bros. Yeah, Yo-Yo Shang-Chi, the Dad Bros, and then Dormammu would certainly win. Like, there's no question in my mind that they would win. And that would save a lot of my best characters. So if we went here and we did that, like, then I could use Surfer New Warriors Doom, against this team here, Actually, you don't want Doom. Actually, you can't. You don't want to use Doom against this Axemen team because it's going to get turn meter for the Axemen. So actually, what I want to do is use Doom here, so I can use Dormammu. We want to use Dormammu against this. So I think what we'll do. So, All right, so if we use X-Factor plus Doom, where we're using Dad Bros, Black Bolt, Yo-Yo, and Doom here. So this would be the team. It's going to be really interesting. All right. Yeah. It's going to be, we're going to try. I have no idea whether this is going to work, but I think it will. And because I'm also using these are all G16 characters pretty much. Doom. And then, except the only ones that aren't are my Inhumans, who I've really been stubborn about bringing up and probably should have brought up a while ago. Probably this. I think this should, because Black Bolt's gonna shred the villain tech there. Oops, let's see here. Oops, I got to take the sheet down. So, I think this team is probably enough because Yo-Yo is going to go first. She's going to auto crit with her special, which is going to give a bunch of speed turns to the Dad Bros. And then, I think we're going to have I think this should be enough to get it done. So this is going to be, I'm not 100% sure because this is definitely a big punch up. These are gear tier 16 characters. I think Surfer is going to be the problem. I don't have a cleanse. That is one issue here. Oh, man, I don't have a cleanse. But I don't know if I have any cleanses left. You definitely don't want, if anyone leaves here, it's going to be Black Bolt. Black Bolt, like Yo-Yo is way more important for the X-Factor than anything. And I just don't think I have another cleanser other than I could have Squirrel Girl. Just purely because she's fast and she's going to cleanse. I think that's actually more important than Black Bolt. Yeah, I don't... I think it's going to be interesting. We're going to try it. If it doesn't work, we'll be, this is going to mean we're going to be one, we're going to be one tier lower here. But I think this will work. I think this is going to work. We're going to try it. This is for science. We're doing this for science. I can always quit out if I need to. But we're going to try this one. Yeah. This is going to be interesting. Let's see if we can make it work. So this is where we're going to go after. There we go. This is why she's so helpful. All right. Well, now you don't have a cleanse. Okay. Perfect. Squirrel Girl. We did it. Okay. So now, not out of the woods yet. Okay. We went after Squirrel Girl, which is fine. Well, maybe not, but let's see. All right. We're going to do this first. Okay, let's just, all I really need. All right. Oh, so close. All right, we got to quit out of this. Actually, we're not going to do that. We're going to force quit, as people told me. All right, let's try this. We're going to try this again. Brutal. Brutal. I know people wanted me to check the stats. I didn't want to take any chances. I didn't want to take any chances that my Doom was going to get wiped. That was an interesting concept. I think that it's apparent to me that I think if my Doom, if they targeted, there's a little bit of RNG there. If they targeted anyone but my Doom, I was going to be okay there because Doom was going to take long shot up and they'd each have 6 turns in a row and I would have gotten Surfer down. But that was too risky. So that was a bit of a mistake. I was trying to stretch out a little bit. That probably cost me quite a bit of progress here because symbiotes are going to take out that Emma one. It is what it is. But I mean, the team, the Dormammu New Warriors team should be fine at this with Surfer. And we'll get it done that way. All right. Okay. All right. All right. So now. So people in my chat were right about how this would work. So let's see. Let's say we put Dagger. With there. Dormammu. Cloak, and then we can put death pool. That should work. Actually, probably better to do that. All right, so that should work. This is still technically a punch up of sorts. You don't they're jimming around with the ability numbers here to try to get this to look lower. But this is well over 1 million plus team. But I think we should be good enough. We're lucky this isn't a 7 red star Surfer. That's what I will say. I think we should be good enough with this team. Because we're going to get 2 lives with Dormammu. Everybody gets 2 lives. So that should be enough to get this done. Still finishing up this video here. All right, so let's. Okay. All right, now we're gonna ability block Omega Red. Okay. And then let's spread it. I didn't think about the fact that I could have put it on Silver Surfer and then spread it to these 2. Not a big deal. Now we're going to cloak them in debuffs. Or we'll just trauma and stun her. Okay. We want to getting Surfer down's got to be a priority here. Okay. The rest of these characters don't bother me all that much. And this was easy. Didn't even need Dormammu, as it turns out. So that was a waste. There you go. There you go. Dormammu gets it done. But that was probably a little bit overkill. All right. So what we're seeing here is, so this I think is the end of the line for me because I have nothing left. If we wanted to comprise the best team of what's remaining, other than my symbiotes, who frankly would be much better on the team above, the Black Order shouldn't be able to do anything here. Well, actually, you know what? Let's try it. We're going to try it for science because there are some hero controllers there. There's at least one. So we'll try it for science. But this team should get absolutely rolled. I mean, this is gear tier 16. I don't see why they would be able to punch up here. I don't see why they'd be able to do it. I guess I'll put blue ice. I could put blue ISO on my, it's something I probably needed to do at some point anyways in my black order. What are these, like brawler? And then what is she, a controller? I think I'm going to need some ions if I do that. Yeah. All right. I'll open these orbs just to put ions on. We'll try, but I think this is a waste of it doesn't cost me anything because I can force quit. But I got so many of these orbs, like who cares? I'm at the point now where it probably makes sense to do this anyway. So we're just gonna we're using this for ions. I mean, Scopely already knows. We've already complained immensely about the number of ions here that are in these orbs. But this is how I don't, so you don't buy ions or do anything stupid like that. You just use these characters or these things. You end up with lots of extra pieces, ISO pieces, but you don't have the ions. So give me a minute here. I realize if you're watching a video, you're like, oh, geez, why is Philosopher have to do this now? Couldn't he have planned? And the answer is, I'm not planning this. What I'm doing is trying to figure out what I have. I mean, I was trying to scrape together that one attack with Doom and, that sort of thing. So I did what I thought I had to do with that. All right. So I think we need like something. I'm going to need like 700K worth of these just to make sure that I'm going to be able to upgrade both characters to level 5 of their respective classes. One thing I will just say to those of you at home, I would not be putting blue ISO in your black order unless you really rely on that team. We've been rating for so long at Doom 2.3, and so you just over enough time, if you've been rating from the beginning, you just get enough of these that you have a backlog and you can put blue ISO on a lot of your roster. But it's definitely not something that I would recommend. This is a team that's seriously on the decline. But we can try. I don't think it hurts us to try it here. So we'll try it out. See how we do. I mean, I think it has a shot just because killing Jubilee, it does have a lot of sustainability. And, if you kill Jubilee, you are going to get, I'm going to go to 750 or something just in case. I think we need even a little more just to be safe. I do think that Jubilee is a hero controller, so that is going to, I think that is going to help in terms of sustain because the Maw passive gives, it gives barrier and it will ability block. And so forth. So let's just try it. Barrier and immunity, I should say. All right, I think this should be enough. So we've already done Call Obsidian. Let's do Proxima. Oops. Oh, we got to put the ions on first. Whoops. This was me being cheap. I just put them on Cull, Maw, and Thanos because I don't think these two are as important. But when we're trying to do something like a big punch up here, I feel like we kind of have to. It does help a little bit, though. Just gives additional stats and so on. Max health and this and that. Plus, you're going to have the additional, you have the level 2 skirmisher and level 3 skirmisher and level 3 striker that are going to interact because they have all that, they have all that, all those assists now. So they're always kind of interacting when they attack. One attacks, the other does. All right, let's try this. If we can get through here, then we can get through Symbiotes today, which on the next team, which would be really nice. It'd get us to a good spot. All right, here we go. Now our black order will be in a little bit better shape. It's still a major punch up. It's probably effectively like a 300K punch up or something. I don't think it's going to work, but we'll try it. For science, if this is failing, we're definitely going to force quit. and try it over again. Okay. Okay. We're going to go after Beast entirely because that's really the whole name of the game here. If we get Beast down, we're good. You can see now we're getting that ISO helped. Okay, now I think we're going to go for Beast again just because I basically have to get that. Yes, there you go. Getting Beast down was huge. We're going to put Skirmisher there. There we go. So now there's no way that they can remove debuffs. Yep, we're good. Okay, now we're going to do this here. And Black Bolt doesn't really do much against this team. Let's try to just basically trying to kill her more than anything. Yeah, once we kill her, we're going to get barrier and immunity. That should help us get this done. Yeah, no problem. Wow, there we go. Well, this is great. Yeah, I think as it turns out, we were able to get up. This is great. We did it. We did it. Very nice. All right. Now floor 63, this is symbiote food right here. Pure symbiote food. 2 Hellas. This is just like an IQ test. Because there's 2. This is a huge punch up. This is way bigger than it looks. But it should not be a problem. Yeah. The last battle turned out to be trivial. I agree. Folks in my chat are saying that's exactly right. This one should be 2. With the two Gregs, we should have no problem. The issue is just going to be, so yeah, this thing should fill up with Gregs. So over time, we should be able to just sort of so just to be safe, we're going to put a defense up as opposed to offense up, okay? If I was really focused on purely on trying to get killing power. I just wanted to make sure I didn't die to the Thor's hammer or whatever is not enough to. It's just not enough to get this done. So here we go. Yeah, it's just there's too much turn meter generation. Like I said, this is just purely an IQ test. Do you understand the game well enough? Like this is gonna flummox people who just push buttons. But otherwise, this is just like, are you paying attention sort of thing. All right, so stun, we'll just stun. And we're going to stun Thor, so we don't have to deal with this garbage anymore. I'm fine. I mean, Hela is the last ones you kill. And the goal is to basically use this as an opportunity to, you want to kill Mordo, Thor. You want to kill the 2 Mordos. Thor, of course, is stunned, and now I just extended that for a turn. So, and then we'll work once we get all these, once we get Thor gone, then we could just work on one of the Hellas. I mean, it's really no big deal. So you see, I'm using any attack that will chain, because it just gives me more turn meter. It just makes this easier. I think we have enough where we could just kill him there. We did. Okay. Now that the Thors are gone, then you just focus and kill one of the Hellas, so that this way you can you got to win at some point, as opposed to just delaying. Okay. Okay. And then that was it. Like I said, super trivial, easy. Whoops, I screwed up there. I didn't click on Hela. I probably at this point could just click on Hela and auto, but just to make this go by a little faster, I'm just trying to pay attention. And now actually I'm at a point where single target attacks are fine here, because anything I can do to just... Yeah, see, we got so much speed bar that all I'm doing is... there you go, getting it done. And that's it. And now it's just like whatever. Here, let's auto it. Doesn't matter. Easy. So now we're in a pretty good spot. I mean, I feel pretty good about what floor we're on, right? Because I think, I'm sure, I think I made, so I've lost a couple battles. It's not so bad. I lost that hand one on the first day, and I lost this X-Factor one. That was an attempt, though, to just sort of stretch out Doom and get one more team out of it. It just wasn't enough. Okay. So yeah, I think we're stuck here. We're not going to be able... I don't think I have anything that could take out this Black Order. I mean, when I look at what's left in my roster, we basically used up everything, which is fine. Oh, we got Doc Ock. Doc Ock is actually quite good against the... That's interesting. I just don't think it's enough. This could be fascinating, though. Phoenix would just feed them. What else do I got? We could have some fun on the way out and just do a lulls thing here. I wish you could sort and just get rid of the ones you haven't used already, which is a real weakness. They're going to have to work on this. Okay, so we got Doc Ock. We can put in Black Bolt. Shang-Chi is actually pretty good. Shuri. And Red Guardian. Is that enough? You can't use Phoenix or Black Widow because they're hero controllers. So just going to feed the... I could bring in Nick Fury instead of Shuri, but I think Shuri's better. I think this is really interesting. We could try it. Yeah, the issue with... so Thanos is going to flip the defense up from Shuri. So you have to kind of wait until Shuri... You have to wait... I wonder if we do Doc Ock with the Web Warriors. That's another interesting thought that Beta has in my chat. I think Shang-Chi is better than the Web Warriors, I would think. These two, though, maybe we can get rid of. But then... So who would it be? Which are the two best Web Warriors to use? I mean, I certainly think Miles would be good. Oh, we could also use Colleen Wing. I mean... She puts out a lot of bleeds and damage. We could have our own flip with Night Nurse, although she's not going to take as many turns outside of her team. But we certainly could do something like... Oh, wait, why don't we do Uncanny Magic? Uncanny again with magic is actually capable of... Yeah. The Uncanny Magic team probably going to be able to get this done. This is a huge punch-up, though. This is gear tier 16 versus like my team's like gear tier 14. Oh no! I pressed the wrong button. Well, I guess we're going in with this team. Oh crap. Well, if we fail, we'll do it with the Uncanny Magic team. I didn't even mean to. This is why I... All right, well, let's try. This is not the ideal team, but we'll have fun with this. I wasn't even... So we're not going to do this right now. We don't actually want this because it's going to... Shuri was complete waste as we thought. Well, we'll see. Yeah, I definitely screwed that up a little bit. All right, I did always like Shocker against the... Okay, we don't need his heal yet, so we'll just do what we're going to do here. All right, let's see. Oof, that's the problem. Yeah, and the gear tier 14 is not enough to resist. All right, let's do the heal here. All right, let's hard quit. And then we'll try the Uncanny Magic team. Yep, it was too late. I might have been able to pull that out if I had made the right thing. That was a misclick there. So we'll try with Uncanny Magic. I don't think it's going to be enough, but we'll try. The Magic team generally wins against Black Order now if you have Magic. But the thing is, my team is not big enough. So we might need to put some blue ISO on some other characters to give it a try. The problem is the punch-up. We'll try. We're doing some fun stuff here at the end because why not? Yeah, the force close thing is huge. I mean, they should just have a surrender button on there that allows you to surrender. I just think they should do that. All right, so let's look at my Uncanny team. And let's see. I think we need to upgrade. So this is what we're going to do. To try to get us a little bit of oomph. I don't think this is, this is that big of a deal here. And then we will upgrade Storm. And I think I'm going to need to, I'm going to need to pull some gold orbs here to upgrade Storm. Okay. All right. This is fine. This is me playing into Scopely's hand a little bit here. All right, let's see if there's anything that's not teal that we can put on her here. All right, see like that. No. 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 Okay. Okay. Now we're going to go and give this a try. I think, actually, I suppose I can try to put, on Colossus, I can try to put some blue ISO on him. Let me do that. I'm not going to gear him anymore. I don't think it's worth it. He basically lives long enough anyway. I think he should here. But we'll put the gear on him, or the ISO on him. And then, that should be enough. At least give this a try. So I'm not. I also could potentially upgrade Cyclops, but I don't think so. I mean, I think he's late enough in the game that if I'm still alive at that point, I mean, he's basically like a Hail Mary for this team, because I think at that point in the game, if I've already put Blue ISO on him today. But you see, by the way, this is what Scopely wants us to do. That's why they created this game mode. I mean, just they want there to be fun content, but the whole point is to have content that encourages you to upgrade your roster. And I'm doing it here because I actually want to try to win this thing just for fun. Try to get as far as I can. When I say win it, I mean finish to the end boss. Just for the fun of it. All right, let's try the Uncanny Magic team. Yeah, it's going to be a massive punch up because this team is really even bigger than this. But it is designed to counter this. Yeah. The problem is I'm Gear Tier 14 versus Gear Tier 17. It's like if you're going Gear Tier 13 versus Gear Tier 16. It's just very hard. That's essentially equivalent of what that is, right? But we'll see. We'll see. It's just for fun. For science. For science. Yeah, I don't want to go too crazy. If Apocalypse is coming, we may have a bunch of mutants I need to gear. So I don't want to go too crazy. I put Gear Tier 15 on Storm was a lot already. All right. Let's see. Okay. They're surviving. Okay. Okay. So far, so good. There we go. All the debuffs go on to. There we go. Now it's stun. Can she land her stuns? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. But she did not land the taunt on anyone else. All right, now she puts the charges on everyone. So far, so good. Okay. All right. Now can Storm destroy people? Okay. 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 Interesting. Okay. Okay, Storm's out. Now, this is where she barriers, clears disrupted and ability block. And should I have her? Yeah. Okay. Now you're right. It may have been that Cyclops might have been more of a winning move here. Because you can see Colossus is almost down. Ooh. A little weak, huh? I don't know. What does this do? I don't think this. It's not going to win. Yeah, it's too much. So we're going to quit. I think I'm worried that if I do this, I'm going to die before I take another turn. And we can look at their stats here, which we could, I think, look at here by view teams. Yeah. I think I'm just going to force quit out of this. This is a good effort, but this is not going to, I can see I'm not going to win this one. All right, guys, if you like this video, smash that like button. Subscribe to this channel. I will tell you that I think this is I'm very happy with where we're at. And I think that this was a lot of fun. So I'll be back doing this tomorrow, when we get to day 4. So if you like the video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you got comments or questions, leave them below or go to our Discord, which is linked below. You can also go to my Twitch stream, which is linked below as well. And hey, You can also check out the link below. If you buy Amazon coins using the link below, it does support our channel. So check that out.